Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In any investigation, one of the leads that you follow is obviously follow the money. So when something happens, you see who benefits from this situation, circumstance, and try to look at it not only in terms of morally and all that, but who benefits financially. So we have the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines blown up, and we don't know who did it. So fingers are pointing in all directions, actually only in two directions. And we have a suspect if we follow the money, right? But you say, well, could be just a coincidence. Well, I don't think so. When you look at such major incidents, there are not too many coincidences at that level, if you know what I mean. But let me read you the article and we discuss it. This article comes from my friends Reuters from October 3rd, 2022. US raised LNG, liquefied natural gas prices and sales after Nord Stream gas leaks. Okay, so I think these guys are just lucky. After their government, US, right, claims that if Russia intervenes in Ukraine, there will be no Nord Stream 1, no Nord Stream 2. Then this happened, the explosions somehow, all right? And then guess what? They benefit out of it. It doesn't look like a logical, not at all. No, nothing to see here. Well, you can't prove a case with this. You can't. So I'm not claiming these are guilty. But there's too many coincidences, you know what I mean? Not to pay a big attention eye on that. All right, so Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said on Monday the United States had increased prices and sales of liquefied natural gas (LNG) after gas leaks in the undersea Nord Stream pipelines that have been going on since they, again a coincidence, made you kick the Russians out of Europe from your market, and you helped the United States help you counter premium money to get LNG. So the United States told you, hey, sanctions, man, those are the bad dudes. What are you doing with Nord Stream 2, Germany? Scholz in Washington, remember the case conference, at the conference over there? He was asked about 1,000 times, what about Nord Stream 2? What about Nord Stream 2? And that was before, I think, the war started, when they were asking him, and he was like, we came to Germany, and they said, okay, let's do it, god damn it. And they did it. So who put pressure on who? And then who came as a helper, put a cape and flew over the Atlantic? Zimbabwe, who? My friends, so a total of 4 leaks were discovered. Okay, we already know that one, right? The White House said, no. Now this reminds me of when I say, no, it was not me. This reminds me of Austin Powers, I think, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, whatever it was. And you have over there Austin Powers when he's frozen for I don't know how many years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, I can't remember. And he's picking up his things that he dropped over there before he got frozen, and he picks this thing, and the person over there who's saying, okay, this is a pair of keys, sign for it, okay, this is a pair of underwear, and it was one, I think it was penis enlargement Swedish pump or something like that. And Austin Power, that's not mine, it's not mine, I swear it's not mine. And before he leaves, he just grabs it and leaves. It's the same in the United States. It was not me, no, it was not me at all. Oh my God. So I always think when I hear these people, it's not me. Really? I mean, it's written all over you, it's you, and you. That was not, the pump is not mine, I swear it's not mine. And then grabs it and leaves with it. All right, he says here, there is a party or a party that, in the absence of the functionality of these gas pipelines, is able to sell more LNG at a higher price. This side is well known. It is the United States, Peskov said. Yeah, that's obvious. Okay, we knew that, but you just said it out loud over there. Peskov stopped short of saying who the Kremlin thinks was behind the leaks, adding, there are, and I'm quoting, there are also countries that have the military technological capabilities to carry out such sabotage. What? Zimbabwe? Do you think so? In the Kremlin's view, European countries, the gas buyers, and Russia as a gas seller would not be interested in the gas infrastructure stoppage. Well, logically that makes sense, right? But as of now, we don't have the hard evidence to make the logic work between this event and that player and that actor. So yeah, you make sense. I mean, let's put it this way: every time you find some action that would fit to a certain party, you add it over there on the list. Now, I think in my humble assessment, United States has the most things on the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, more than any other party, even the Russians, as being suspect. You suspect 1, 2, 3. You got a lot of suspicious activities over there. The longest list compared with anybody else, including Lithuania, Poland, Great Britain, and Russia. Great Britain is close, but not as close, because Great Britain did not say that they will do that in case this happens, and they did not say they don't have any material financial interest in their. I mean, they're not gonna sell anything to anybody, so they lost 2 on the list. So they are at least 2 shorter than their masters. A senior, and I'm glad that Peskov is still logical. He's not saying they did it because look, that's the conclusion. He stops short because he doesn't have the evidence to conclude that, like beyond a reasonable doubt, or at least I don't know. I would go 51%, but a preponderance. But anyway, so a senior Russian official said on Sunday it was technically possible to restore the Nord Stream gas pipelines, with Peskov saying on Monday they need to be repaired, but that seabed assessment had to be done first. Yeah, it's good that these guys are trying to fix it, and that's something that tells you that if we blew them up, we are interested in fixing them. Nobody else is interested in that. Did you hear that? I didn't hear anybody saying, yeah, well, it was an accident, someone did something, we're going to figure out who that is, and we're going to punish it. But in the meantime, let's solve the problem. Like let's say you have a child, and a child does something stupid at school, or something occurs, and you start, lecturing the child, you did that, instead of saying, okay, we're going to talk about this later, what can we do now? Let's move on. Let's see how can we fix the problem right now? We are in a bad situation. You're not going to say, well, how did we get here? Let's analyze. Everybody sit down and let's talk about it, okay? Or, I don't know, it's a war and you just sit down and figure things out. No, these guys are shooting at me. What am I doing now to avoid that or to move on? And then we're going to figure out who the perpetrator was, who the guilty one was, and we're going to distribute justice, right, accordingly. So Russia, if it was the perpetrator and they blew up the pipe, they came with a solution. We're gonna fix it. I haven't heard anybody else who would be interested in that. Everybody's like, oh yeah, that's good, they blew up, yeah, woo, woo, woo. You know what I mean? They are very, again, on the list, suspicious, pop, 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 pop. Why? None of them is interested. They are like, okay, done, let's move on now. The guy says, okay, done, let's repair it. The other one is done, woohoo, yeah, it's done, that's good, let's forget about it. No. So you see, you would think that the Germans would be interested in saying, yes, Russians, let's do this and repair it, or whomever is in charge of the maintenance and repairs of the pipeline. No, the German is not interested. The German is more interested in finding out, or not finding out, pointing out the finger at Russia. What if they find out, and when they're going to find out who exactly was, and if that close by is the master or a friend around, what are they going to do? I tell you, nothing. Nothing. But if Russia must be decapitated right there, guillotined, boom. So you see how things work? So they want to repair it. These guys, done. Let's move on. Next one. Puck. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.